there are different blends that we have. We have almost like 15 to 17 different ways of, how chai is had across the world actually.
So satisfying at so many levels. See, I wasn't wrong. He's done a PhD.
Ceylon tea almost ready.
You guys don't know this, but there's a big lineup waiting for coming in. Assalamualaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, ahlan wa sahlan to all our friends and viewers around the world. Welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Into Spices. Friends, चाय हम देसियों के लिए सिर्फ एक मशरूब नहीं है, ये एक ऐसा साथी है, एक ऐसा दोस्त है जो बचपन से लेके एंड तक बड़ी खामोशी से हमारे साथ चल रहा होता है। फिर चाहे वो कोई खुशी का मौका हो, किसी के रिश्ते की बात हो, यारों की ट्रीट हो, एग्जाम्स की टेंशन हो, चाय gives us an opportunity to socialize and get social. So चलते हैं, एक्सप्लोर करते हैं the taste, जायका and ज़ौक़ of Chai Social in Milton. Let's go. Friends, we have the pleasure with us of having the two co-founders of this beautiful place, Chai Social. Azeem, Ammar, welcome to our YouTube channel and our growing family, Into Spices.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us here.
First thing that hits you as soon as you walk in the doors over here is this beautiful mural over here that tells you the story of the journey of chai. Now, I know a thing or two about chai, but I'll leave it to the experts to explain and walk our lens through this beautiful artistic journey.
Sure. I'm glad that you observed it. Actually, we have the history over here, actually, how chai started, actually. So chai has been, or the tea has been around for almost 5,000 years now, actually. The first mentions that we find in China is about 2700 BC, actually.
Wow.
So if you look at the mural, you'll find there are two trade routes that we've depicted here. One is a millennium-old trade route. You call it Silk Route, whatever you call, the way the tea traveled through land to different parts of the world, actually. And then the second one is like 400 years old when Portuguese, Dutch, and British people, they discovered tea and they started sending tea across the oceans over to Western world, actually. And that's where the names come from. So interesting topic that we have listed over here is the word chai itself. Some people call it chai, some people call it tea, actually. So the reason why people call it chai, the reason why people call it tea is because it depends how they got their tea. If they got it through land, so the dialect that is spoken inland of, inside China, basically, they call it chai. And that's how the rest of the world calls it chai. But the people who got it through sea, they got it from coastal regions, and in their dialect of Chinese, they call it tea, actually.
Okay.
So that's how the word tea came into being.
Very interesting story है ये. तो ये बताएं कि chai tea कहाँ से आया? And why chai tea?
I don't know, naan bread, maybe that's where it came from, actually.
Say chai or say tea, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it cannot be chai tea,
Yeah,
correct?
it's just like how you have naan bread. Either call it naan or bread. So that's the tragedy of chai. The rest of the world calls it tea. Western world calls it tea, and the other part of the world call it chai. Actually, it's actually one and the same thing.
Amazing. So, tea in our countries, right? Back home, India, Pakistan, so Asia, right? It's got a lot of roots that are, like deep rooted in our culture, in our tradition. For example, India ko leke chalte hain.
Yeah.
One of the largest producers of tea in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know it, but almost 75% of that tea is actually consumed within the country itself.
Exactly, that's true. Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
So, what was the vision behind Chai Social?
So the idea of Chai Social was more than business, right? We wanted to bring the culture and the roots from back home and introduce that to the Canadians, introduce them to the tea, the real authentic tea, and that's how we started Chai Social. And in just 2 months' time, we have seen a lot of socializing here in this place, right?
Nice.
We have seen people doing matchmaking. We have seen avid, serious book readers coming in, reading books and having their book club meetings over here. So that gives us a lot of pride that the concept which we are bringing in here is actually used by Miltonians and start using this place for their conversations, for making this a hub of friendship and other conversations which they want to have. We have people coming, working from here in the late evenings. And the whole idea of Chai Social was just born with family dinner. And Ammar and my wife, they're chai enthusiasts, so they wanted to go out and have chai, but not too far. So we ended up making chai at home that night, but the seed of Chai Social was planted that night.
Amazing.
Yeah, so there was one thing that you didn't touch upon, but we did a lot of research actually. After that one pot that we made that night, we thought, okay, let's see what we can do with this one pot actually. And Azeem have lived in Dubai and he has had that Chai Karak actually. That's very popular in the Middle East. I mean, it went from, of course, subcontinent, but it's very popular. Then we thought about other version. On my first anniversary, I went to Darjeeling and I had different sorts of Darjeeling tea actually. So we thought, let's improvise on that. And we experimented in chai night over night, and we spent refining that. And then at one point we said, let's take it to the people actually. And then we thought of, okay, let's find an opportunity where we can brew our tea, get a feedback from people. So in Celebration Square in Mississauga, there was some celebration. There was a singer, Shehzad Roy, who was coming from Pakistan. We thought, we'll put a booth there. And the response was amazing actually. People loved our Karak chai, people loved our masala tea actually. Okay, that gave us a lot of confidence. And over here with Tiger G Singh Foundation.
In Milton, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think so. That's why I first time had the Karak chai over there.
That's an amazing, event that we had over here. It's called Miracle on the Main. It happens on the main street in Milton actually. And the Miltonians gave us so much love that night actually.
Right.
So that gave us a lot of confidence. Okay, yes, we can do it actually. And that's where we started looking for a place, as Azeem said, and we found this place.
Like you touched on, you did a lot of experimentation and stuff, and I was having a candid chat a few days back with Azeem bhai over here. He said you have done a PhD in the art of making tea.
Wow, no, I mean that's an overstatement. But yes, there's a lot of research that has gone into chai actually. So in my college day, university days, they used to say that we don't have blood in our veins, but we have more chai in our veins actually. So that's where it started actually, and I went and researched about what kind of different teas are. So there are basically 4 different types of teas.
Okay.
There is a white tea, there is a green tea, there is an oolong, and there is a black tea actually. There is another version called pure, but not many people are exposed to that. Your white tea is the least oxidized one actually. It has very less oxidation, it's very light, very, very soft in taste. It's just pretty much white in color actually.
Okay.
Then your green tea, of course, everyone now knows, it's partially oxidized. It has less caffeine than a black tea. And then between black tea and green tea sits your oolong tea. It's basically oxidized, but it's also fermented over a period of time. And then you have lastly your black tea. Now black tea itself has multiple versions. There is a loose leaf version of it, where you have the loose leaves and you put them and you brew it for a certain temperature. Then there's a CTC version of it, which we use for making our masala tea and the Karak tea in the Middle East and also in the Indian subcontinent actually. So CTC is basically nothing. You take the leaf, you crush it, you tear it, and you curl it. That's how it comes into being.
And what about some of the unique blends over here that you've got?
Of course, yeah. So Chai Social, the social aspect of it. So we started researching about that a little bit, and then in different parts of the world, when they socialize, they have made their own versions of teas actually. So if you go to Iran, you'll find Persian tea. What they do is basically they use some flowers, some petals like rose or some other flower, and they also use saffron in that actually. So we have that Persian tea over here where we use rose petals. We use Ceylon tea from Sri Lanka actually, and then we put rose petals and saffron in it. That's our Persian tea. We have a Zafrani Kahwa basically, which has spices boiled with water along with some almonds actually, and then we put green tea and saffron in it. And then we have a Suleimani Chai, which is right here. Basically what we do is we use orange pico tea and we put mint leaf in it actually.
Right.
So there are different blends that we have. We have almost like 15 to 17 different ways of how chai is had across the world actually, and that's what we're trying to bring it to people in Canada and Milton.
And in different cultures, chai there's some medicinal properties as well, right? So I think that's where the whole concept of fountain of youth probably comes from.
I don't know. Yes, chai should be called drink of the world, I think, because it's, I think, more than coffee, chai, rest of the world, like especially Asia, and where most of the world's population is, drinks chai. So Camellia sinensis is the name of the plant that is grown in China, and it's been there for herbal and medicinal properties. Similarly, the other version of plant which is grown in India, Camellia sinensis assamica, has been used over centuries for its herbal and medicinal properties.
See, I wasn't wrong. He's done a PhD. So exciting days ahead of us.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah. Right, so let's finish our tea and then
Yep.
I'll show you some of our custom blends over here in the kitchen actually.
Amazing. I'm really interested and intrigued to see all those stuff that we just talked about. Let's finish tea.
Let's finish our tea. Yeah.
Okay.
So Irfan bhai, this aloo tikki that you're seeing over here, this is unique. You won't find it in entire North America. I've traveled a lot, I've eaten a lot. It's crunchy, it's spicy, it has the right level of spices in it actually, and it's done in ghee. यार बाकी जगहों पे आप जहाँ भी ये खाएंगे ये आपको एकदम कटलेट की तरह लगेगी जैसे आप एक कटलेट खा रहे हैं. But this is the real aloo tikki chaat that we serve over here. It's not a cutlet. ये चार्ट बोर्ड पे जाएगा हमारे. ये आलू टिक्की की चाट हम सेपरेटली भी सर्व करते हैं, लेकिन ये हमारे बोर्ड में भी जो हमारा मीडियम बोर्ड है और जो लार्ज चार्ट बोर्ड है उस पर हमें आपको आलू टिक्की मिलेगी.
Viewers, our food is here. We've got the chaat board, which has got 4 different types of chaats. I'll come back to that in a bit. Then we've got the kebab roll board. Straight from Karachi is the Karachi Bun Kabab. Something that I'm really keen to try out, the Bun Maska, garlic mayo fries. और जब कराची का बन कबाब है तो यार मुंबई का वड़ा पाव ने क्या कसूर किया. So we've got the Bombay Vada Pao as well. Then we've got the gulab jamun truffle and the Rasmalai Cake. And we also have the Falsa Lemonade and the Pomegranate Mojito. Friends, this is how a chaat board should be done. Just look at this. All 4 charts combined together in a sharing platter. I would say this is good enough for 4 people, right? But all of you can have a little bit of everything so that you get the different zaike of different charts jo hai hamari. So we've got the aloo tikki chaat, we've got the dahi puri chaat, we've got the papri chaat, and the Paani Puri over here. Aur jab Paani Puri ho, then you definitely need the khatti mitti chutneys. Starting off our journey of the chaat board with the khatti chutney. Paani Puri ko khane ka sirf ek hi tarika hai. Take the puri, take the khatta pani, fill it up nicely, and then quickly plop it into your mouth before this puri gets all soggy. That single bite was so satisfying at so many levels. Going for the second meaty chutney, Paani Puri. Paani Puris मजे की हैं. Next going towards the papri chaat. एक हंगामा है flavors का. As soon as you put it into your mouth, you get the different textures. You get the crispiness of the papri. Then you get the pomegranate की sweetness. Dahi hai, soft, fluffy potatoes hai, and then in the end, you get that, like the texture of the save jo upar dala hua hai garnishing ke liye. I mean, overall, this thing pretty flavorful, pretty loaded. Papri chaat at Chai Social. Next, going towards the dahi puri. Getting different flavors in this one. कभी एक tangy सा चटनी का taste आ रहा है. Then you're getting the pomegranate seeds. Then you're getting the coriander leaves का texture in your mouth. It's like different flavors, like getting social with the taste buds, right? I mean, again, इसलिए तो back home in our countries, right? Chaats are an important cogwheel of our economy. कई घराने चलते हैं just by selling chaats. on the streets. Flavors of these ones, totally on point. Next, going towards the Aloo Tikki chaat. Ammar was telling us back in the kitchen that the Aloo Tikkis are a bit different. Usually, he was explaining that in other restaurants what you get is something called the veg cutlet, but his claim is that our Aloo Tikkis, you won't find them anywhere in the GTA. देखने में तो बड़ी अच्छी लग रही है. Let's go. I think हाथ से ही खाने का मजा है. Because again, when you pick up food in your hands, एक automatic connection बन जाता है आपका food के साथ. First, your hands and your fingers need to get social with the food that you're eating. उसके बाद ज़बान की बारी आती है. आलू टिक्की, चाय सोशल पे. Let's try. Wow. Ammar wasn't kidding. I mean, I haven't had this kind of an aloo tikki anywhere in the GTA at least. It's got this perfect crispy coating on the outside, and inside में it's got this really nice creamy fluffy potato. And ऊपर I think so उन्होंने मसाले डाले हुए हैं, उसकी वजह से थोड़ा सा spice आ रहा है मुंह में. But overall, excellent. If I were to pick one chaat out of this whole chaat board, I'd be coming back definitely again and again for the aloo tikki chaat. Really, really nice.
So here I've got some Persian tea, basically which is a Ceylon tea that comes from Sri Lanka. So I'm going to take some loose leaf Ceylon tea and probably a whole tablespoonful of that actually, and a little bit more actually. And then I'm going to put this, steep this to about 85 degrees. So let me get some hot water in this. All right. So this is some of our Ceylon tea, which is loose leaf black tea from Sri Lanka. So I'll let it steep for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we are going to add some rose petals, some saffron in it. So let's just give it 2-3 minutes. While that happens, we will take some of our Zafrani Kahwa here that I've just brewed. I have used some of my cloves, cinnamon, and cardamom actually. So this is my kahwa that I've used some of these spices with, and I've also added some green tea to this actually. So this is my kahwa which is ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this into our cup, and then so that's our kahwa, and then I'm going to add some almonds to this, just a little bit, and then I'll take some saffron strands and I'm going to let them rest in hot water. My saffron strands are ready, so I'm going to drop them into the kahwa. And this is our Zafrani Kahwa right here with the nabat sugar candy over here. Now we have our Ceylon tea almost ready. I'm going to pour this now into a cup. This is again our black loose leaf Ceylon tea. This is our Persian tea. I'm going to pick up some rose buds here and drop them here. Okay, and then here comes some of my saffron. Okay, here's some of my saffron that goes here in the Persian tea. And this is served with some nabat, which is again sugar candy. And that's how we make our Persian tea at Chai Social. Enjoy.
Next चलते हैं towards the rolls. And over here we have got the roll board, which has got the chicken tikka roll and the paneer tikka roll. Paneer tikka roll up next. Quite loaded. The paratha Azeem was selling, it's made in the house. Let's try paneer tikka roll at Chai Social in Milton. The paratha is nice, and you got the vegetables and the paneer inside it. But I feel that the paneer needs a little bit of kick, a little bit of spice to it. Overall, if you are a vegetarian, looking for vegetarian options, paneer tikka roll is available at Chai Social. Next चलते हैं chicken tikka roll की तरफ. I'm excited to try this one. अब बना माहौल. I like meat. I'm a carnivore at the end of the day. This chicken tikka roll, बहुत ही मजे का है. Very spicy. It's got the perfect, like kick of the spice and the chicken tikka boti. Very nicely done. Got that perfect bite to it. Just look at the beautiful cook on this thing. And again, guys, अक्सर हमारे पास ये सबसे पहले actually comment आता है कि is the food halal? And we asked that Azeem bhai, and he did confirm that all the meat for all those people who keep commenting, is it halal? Yes, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, uncle, auntie, नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चों जो भी लिखते हैं हमें कि भाई आप खाना तो खा रहे हो, is it halal? Yes, it is halal. It is hand slaughtered. I mean, that's all I can do. I asked them. आप लोगों ने कहा था कि भाई पूछना उनसे जिस भी रेस्टोरेंट पे आप जाते हो. So we're going to be asking them. उनके साथ daily मीट शॉप तो जाने से रहा कि भाई जो भी कटवा रहे हैं वो मेरे सामने कटवाओ. I can't do that. It's halal. That's all I can say. So come and chill, Chai Social, and enjoy the food. You'll love it. On our vlogs that we usually get, the first comment कि यार is the meat halal or no?
So 100% हमारा पूरा मीट जो है वो हैंड स्लॉटेड हलाल है, HMA सर्टिफाइड है और हम उसको अल वतन सुपरमार्केट मिसिसागा से सोर्स करते हैं जो इंटरनली सार्जेंट फार्म्स और अल जन्ना मीट से सोर्स करते हैं. सो एवरीथिंग इज 100% हलाल.
And it's not just about, like आप लोग कमेंट करते हो, there's nothing wrong in commenting and asking us if the meat is halal. But यार और भी बहुत कुछ होता है हमारे vlogs में. थोड़ी सी एजुकेशन होती है, हल्का फुल्का सा मजाक मस्ती होती है. Like today, like we learned a lot about the history of tea. Editing होती है, music होता है, sound effects होता है, proper planning होती है प्रोडक्शन की. And we only feature those restaurants which we like. हम लोग जाते हैं अपने खुफिया मिशंस पे. We come over here, we try out the food first, and if we like it, then only we feature it on our channels. So for those viewers जो हमें कहते हैं कि भाई go to so and so restaurant, उनको आप feature करें. The only reason is why we don't feature some of those restaurants. यार again, nothing against anybody, everybody is doing good work, but I mean when we go and try the food over there, it doesn't meet our expectations. So that's why probably अगर आपने comment किया है, email की है कि feature so and so restaurant, and if it's still not on our channel, either it's in queue or sorry. But having said that, to all our subscribers, all our viewers, especially who are coming in all the way from US, UK, Australia, and commenting कि भाई we are going to be trying out the restaurants that you have featured in your vlogs. Thank you for all you guys. Stay tuned. More amazing vlogs coming soon, only on your favorite YouTube channel, Into Spices. Next चलते हैं कराची बन कबाब की तरफ. अब कराची बन कबाब के साथ, as you guys know, I've said it in other vlogs as well, मेरे माजी की काफ़ी यादें जुड़ी हुई हैं. Obviously, you won't get the same taste जो आपको कराची में मिलता है at wherever you go in the GTA. It comes very close, some of the bun kebabs. And this one, when we came on our secret mission and tried out the Karachi bun kebab, it did come very close to it. But Karachi की सड़कों की, coming back from college, university, getting down at Sadar, Hedri, and going to that bun kebab वाला uncle और उनकी जो एक प्लास्टिक की मरून कलर की प्लेट होती है, उसमें जो चटनी पड़ी होती है, उसमें डुबो के बन कबाब खाने का मज़ा, वो एक नेक्स्ट लेवल मज़ा था. This one came very close to it. That's why we chose Chai Social to feature on our YouTube channel. Karachi bun kebab, Chai Social, चटनी में थोड़ा सा डुबो के खाते हैं because बन कबाब को खाने का मज़ा is with the हरी चटनी. बन कबाब लें, अच्छी तरीके से चटनी में डुबोएं. Don't worry, ये बन कबाब को सालों की प्रैक्टिस है चटनी में डूबने की. It won't drown. Just make sure it's completely drizzled, soaked in the green chutney, and then plop it into your mouth. बहुत ही सॉफ्ट बन, अंदर में एक ज़बरदस्त शामी बर्गर, ग्रीन चटनी, ऑनियंस एंड अंडा. अंडे वाला शामी बर्गर कितना है? 20 रुपए का होता था. कनाडा में थोड़ा सा महंगा है, 20 रुपए का नहीं है. But overall, the prices at Chai Social are pretty reasonable. So come out with friends and family and enjoy Karachi ka bun kebab. Summer is around the corner. They've got an excellent drink for that, the Falsa Lemonade. Perfect palate cleanser before moving on to the other item. Very refreshing. Karachi ka bun kebab खा लिया. Next up, Mumbai ka Vada Pav. Again, don't go on the look of this नन्ना मुन्ना सा Vada Pav. बड़ी शातिर चीज़ है ये. Started off in 1960s at Dadar station, and this नन्ना मुन्ना सा Vada Pav has probably traveled the whole world. So this one has a nice fluffy vada inside it, And half of the story of getting social with the Vada Pav is the bun, the pav actually. Let's get social with the Vada Pav at Chai Social. It's been a while since I last featured a Vada Pav on our channel. And it's a good thing that I ordered this when I came in because I wanted to, show you all the different varieties of food that Chai Social has to offer. You got something for vegetarians, you got something for non-vegetarians, especially for Ravi. Thanks for recommending the Vada Pav because we have a friend who came over here and tried the Vada Pav and he's like, Irfan, go and try the Vada Pav at Chai Social. It's one of the best in the GTA. Ravi, I believe you, my friend. Next, trying the garlic mayo fries at Chai Social. I mean, if you are not in the mood of anything heavy, like if you don't want to have the kebab roll or Vada Pav, go for the garlic mayo fries because इसमें जो garlic sauce है, it's their secret in-house sauce. And then you got the salt battered fries. Okay ji, before going on to the desserts, I'm going to be trying out the Pomegranate Mojito. Very refreshing. गर्मी के मौसम में इस तरह का मज़े का pomegranate mojito मिल जाए. Can't ask for anything else. Very nice. Guys, if you're not coming here for the savory, do come in for the desserts. We've got the Rasmalai Cake and the Gulab Jamun trifle. Starting off with the Gulab Jamun trifle at Chai Social. मेरी सास मारेगी मुझे जिस तरह से मैं मज़े लेके खा रहा हूँ ये. She gets really, really annoyed, especially when I'm eating desserts like this. Mother-in-law, this one is really good. It's got layers of cream, and there's this custard सी कुछ है इसके अंदर, like layer, and then at the very bottom it's got cake on it. Very, very nice. गुलाब जामुन लेते हैं, pistachio, cream, cake, अच्छा सा एक बाइट बनाते हैं. Miltonians, support Chai Social and get social at Chai Social. Next, Rasmalai Cake. It's like a tray leche cake जिस तरह से आपका होता है. But what they've done is just made it a bit different, adding a little bit of rose petals on it. Rasmalai का flavor है इसके अंदर. Let's try. Very nice, soft, moist, spongy cake. उसके ऊपर layer of cream. It's got that जिस तरह से tray leche में होता है कि भाई there is this different milk and cream and evaporated milk that goes into it. I'm getting that, aftertaste of that in my mouth. Overall, pretty good. But for me, Gulab Jamun saved probably the best for the last. A perfect companion of a Karak Chai, the Bun Maska. Really eager to try this out. Bun Maska, a lot of butter inside it. Take the Bun Maska, take the Karak Chai, dip it in, and enjoy. Piping hot tea. Bun Maska, Chai Social. Let's get social with the Bun Maska. Wow. बड़ा ही ज़बरदस्त सा बटर है. It's like the whipped butter होता है ना, so मखनी बटर जिसे कहते हैं. And they've added sugar in it. जिसकी वजह से एक बड़ा ज़बरदस्त सा creamy सा, it's like become the sweet cream, buttery sweet cream. It's excellent, guys. आके देखो, try करो. Let me know in the comment section if you liked it or not. I liked it. बड़ा मज़े का है. Pakistan में we used to get this BP ka bun. Every weekend, what I used to do is take a lot of butter. We used to get this, like golden color ka wrap, blue band ka margarine hota tha, butter hota tha, something, but it was very salty. BP ka bun used to be sweet, and with that salty butter, take a doodh patti chai, and I used to kind of dip it, enjoy it. That used to be my weekend pleasure. This one kind of gave me a flashback of that. BP walo, BP bun walo, if you're watching this, free shout out to you guys. Made a commercial for you. Very nice. Bun Maska at Chai Social. And to all our friends and viewers around the world, there's a mosquito on my nose again. Then we've got the Malai Cake.
Kashmiri cake?
Then we've got the Rasmalai Malai Cake, Gulab Jamun, something.
Delightful.
Then we've got the gulab jamun truffle, better than this. We've got the rasmalai cake.
Cake.
We've got the rasmalai cake. Viewers, come check out the taste, Zaika, and Zok of
Chai Social.
Chai social.
Okay. So viewers, come check out the taste, Zaika, and Zok of
Chai social.
Chai Social.
these are bloopers. These are good bloopers. Azeem bhai, Ammar, thank you very much for hosting us. I mean, I had a great time over here tasting out some of the, your signature items. The gulab jamun was amazing, man. I really loved it. And the Bun Maska, उसको डुबो के जो चाय में खाने का मजा आया. I can't tell you, like I really enjoyed it. And you told me that it's a special makhan that you're using over here.
It's a makhni whipped butter actually.
So whipped butter makhni with, I think so there was sugar added in it as well?
Sugar in that actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
it tasted amazing. So in the end, any message for our viewers?
Of course, this is your place. We are part of Milton. We are happy to be part of Milton community. We are going to open up this patio that you see in front of you right now. So in summer, come and join us.
Okay.
Try out our chaat items, try out our bun kebabs, rolls. We are here. We are trying new recipes actually. And we'll also see you at the Milton Summer Fest over at the Main Street.
Okay.
actually. And big shout out to you guys for Into Spices. Please follow and subscribe the channel. And also, if you want to stay updated with what's happening at Chai Social, please follow our page at Chai Social CA on Instagram. Thank you so much.
Their link, their description, all their social media handles in the description box below. So check it out, like hit the read more, you'll find it out, right? So in the end, what I would like to say is, viewers, come check out the taste, Zaika, and Zok of
Chai social.
कश्मीरी चाय भी बड़ी मज़े की है चाय सोशल. उम्मीद है आप लोगों को ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी. वीडियो अगर पसंद आई हो तो फ्रेंड्स के साथ, फैमिली के साथ ज़रूर शेयर कीजिएगा, स्पेशली विद दोस्त जिनके साथ आप सोशलाइज करते हैं, चाय एंजॉय करते हैं, उनके साथ ज़रूर शेयर कीजिएगा. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, take care. अल्लाह निगहबान. Good stuff.